We're ready. We're ready. So we have to wait a little bit. Hold on, wait. Oh, why is everybody calling me today? Right now. Are we recording? No.
Yes, we are.
The lights. I thought the light was green when we were recording. All right, cool. What up? We are back. We're back this week in White Supremacy. Obviously, there's been some food deliveries that are happening. I don't know why.
Niggas love snacking.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I need to feed my soul so I can feed the people.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's time before and after. But anyway, we're here. We're eating. We're drinking.
Not all of us are.
We're being merry. Even though we're possibly on the verge of World War III, we're gonna maintain. We're gonna say just not in Black History Month.
Listen, we hungry in the Holocaust. It's about to be a nuclear Holocaust. Niggas still gotta eat.
Not.
I hope. I mean, but Russia wilding.
There's always a good time for food.
There's always. That's right.
Yeah. It's gonna make you feel good. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, are you ready for your intro?
This is my place.
Are you ready for your intro?
I am. You want
to my right?
It's your girl, Big Blessing with the Big Blessings.
Big Blessing.
Hashtag Big Blessings with the food from Madeline's Bakery turned up and ready to go on this great.
Oh, they didn't pay us for that drop. They didn't pay us for that drop.
Yeah, we're gonna have.
Okay, you can edit it out. Okay,
no, we good. And my brother.
It's your boy, Treble NLS. Niggas love snacking.
Yes.
Niggas loathe supremacy.
100%.
Just here with the vibes. You feel me?
With the vibes, and my brother.
It's me.
Yes.
Guantanamo Geronimo.
Ooh.
Full-time supervillain, part-time hater. You know, the supreme Asiatic intelligently divine.
We hope you don't end up in Guantanamo.
Nah, they tried to put me there once, and I was like, nah.
Geronimo.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, full-time supervillain, part-time hater, Yeah.
And I didn't introduce myself. I'm just Siriax. I'm co-founder and CEO.
This nigga my ops, bro.
Hey, don't. Hey, I was about to come with some jokes, but we're not ready. We're not ready yet. I ain't gonna do that. No, I ain't gonna do that.
Do it.
I was gonna call him Joe Jackson. Would that be wrong?
Oh man, fuck you.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Too soon.
Called the cops on me. He called the cops on me. Lord have mercy.
That was good.
That was good.
Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying.
Yeah. No, we definitely. That was wrong of us.
Oh man.
I called my son to make sure it wasn't him.
Oh shit. My son came and got his revenge.
Mice is the ops.
Mike said, I got some
about to join this boycott one way or
another. Threw him right in the incinerator. What if my son popped up on Instagram with your shoes?
Listen, you see me in the Bronx today. Like, yo, mice.
Here the Kobe Game of the Dragons.
Listen, we got, I love you, mice. Oh, man.
Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen our interview with my son, go watch it. And our interview with Fourier Rick Ross. But today, one of the things that we knew what was up, right? And I think I wonder, it's so wild, right? Because, Fox News has kind of created this
false narrative about the world.
Just
Fox News is the mecca for mecca of the people who hate brown people.
100%. But they kind of they created this echo chamber.
Yeah.
Where it's if you're white and racist, this is for you. They're not where world events will be happening, but if they make the Republicans look bad in any way, they're not even covering them, right?
Right.
January 6th happening and they're talking about something else, right? What did Joe Biden do wrong today, right?
Joe Byron.
So what we found out, they pushed the big lie, right? The big lie that Trump won the election and that, somehow was stolen from him. And of course, Trump still to this day has not admitted that he lost the election, and he never will. I mean,
to this day,
he probably never will admit that he lost the election. But, the company that manufactures the voting machines.
Well, I thought you said manufacture lies.
No. Dominion said, "Oh, we got time, and if you're going to go on these TV shows and lie about us, well, guess what? What else we got? We got some lawyers, and we getting busy. So they already have been suing a lot of these right wing networks. They sued Newsmax, and they had to come on the air and basically say like we lied about Dominion, we told lies because they coming for the money. So they're suing Fox News now, and so." What was revealed in Dominion's lawsuit was that the host of Fox News, specifically Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, and Sean Hannity, knew that they were pushing lies on the people.
Of course.
But lied anyway, right? They would be they would be texting one another. They got their text messages, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, they went to the text, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we got the files. We got the files.
June 13th. Oh, you know, so we got the files.
And they broke Sean Hannity and Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham texting one another and texting other people that the woman, who was the lawyer, the crazy lawyer, that was the woman lawyer for Donald Trump.
I forgot. She got sanctioned.
Something Powell, that went and did all well, basically they were texting one another. She's crazy. She doesn't know what she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Sidney Powell is her name.
Sidney Powell. That's right. Yeah. Sidney Powell.
They were talking about Sidney Powell is lying, by the way. I caught her. It's insane. This is what Tucker Carlson wrote on November 18th, 2020. Laura Ingraham wrote, Sidney is a complete nut.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
No one will work with her. Ditto with Rudy. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Carlson continued, our viewers are good people and they believe it.
So they're talking about Rudy Giuliani?
Rudy Giuliani, yes. So which is a nut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's wild.
Yeah.
So who said this?
This is Tucker Carlson and Laura Ingraham texting one another. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That they were saying they were saying terrible. They said Rupert Murdoch watched Giuliani and Sidney Powell on television and said terrible, damaging stuff. Terrible stuff, damaging everybody. I fear. But what happened was, this is what happened. Early on, when Fox wasn't pushing the big lie, their ratings started to drop.
Yo, they needed their fix.
They had to get their ratings up.
Come on, man.
And so in order to get their ratings up, what do they got to do?
They got to lie.
And I'm going to tell you what's wild. If you watch the Rupert Murdoch documentary, there's a 4-part documentary on his family. If you watch that documentary, Trump boycotted one of the debates, the Republican debates.
Right.
First debate, he felt like, they was pushing him too hard. Second debate, he didn't show up and no one came. No one watched.
That's some gangster shit, man.
So the next debate, he was there, you know what I'm saying? And so what do y'all think about, basically Fox News knowing that people are like putting on known liars, known insane people at the detriment of, their people that watch their show, the detriment of America, but because they wanted their own ratings.
Fox News lost a lawsuit when Tucker Carlson was sued.
Yes.
And they could not call him a news anchor.
Correct.
They had to say this is entertainment purposes.
That was actually his defense.
That was his defense.
His defense was, I'm not news. I'm entertainment.
Right.
So you can't hold him to a journalistic standard. He's like,
right.
This is good. This is fun.
Yeah. I mean, and so how do you at that point cast aspersions against Fox News, because that's their scheme. Like that's their product. Their product is alternative facts. So you can't really say anything about them when in a court of law they're like, hey, we don't give you facts. We give you entertainment. It's like trying to take someone to court because you believe WWE is real.
Yeah.
That's your fault.
But at the same time, for instance, a Fox reporter fact checked Donald Trump, on November 12th, right, days after the election, and said there was no evidence of voter fraud from Dominion. And Tucker Carlson texted, like, please get her fired. It needs to stop. It's hurting our company. The fact that she was actually telling the truth about Dominion is hurting them. So again, like I said, here are people that know they're lying.
Yeah.
It's like, you're lying. You don't care that it's hurting the people. You don't care that it's hurting the country. All you're caring about. He said the stock price is down, not a joke. And she basically deleted her tweet.
Damn. Interesting.
Miracle, are they going to have to come up with some big money to Dominion?
I don't know. right? Because Fox News again is
Dominion wants $1.6 billion.
I don't know how much you're gonna get.
Billy.
Well played.
They really should. I think they should also make Fox News change their name because it's not a news program.
Fake news.
And so I think that they should be forced to take news out of their description because
That is
they are
a
not.
great point.
Not only are they not a news program, they don't have the traditional journalist ethics.
100%.
So
yeah.
they are allowed to push candidates. They are allowed to pay for interviews. They are allowed to basically do whatever they want because they are not a traditional news platform.
Yeah.
They are a political opinion network. And so I think that's something they could do. I mean, there were lies, and again, these text messages prove that
100%.
people were willfully lying.
Yes.
And Dominion, these were the people who were like breaking down and to take over counting ballots, and they were trying to steal the boxes.
100%. Yeah.
So
they were people who was like, it was like random people whose job was it to count votes, and they were putting their names out there, and they was getting death threats. I mean, this was crazy, right?
So it'd be cool. I mean, it'd be interesting if Dominion bankrupted Fox News.
That would be amazing.
Listen,
That would be dope.
That could be on everybody's bingo card in 2023 because the way this year is going.
2023, 2024.
Yeah.
Hopefully that, and then they can take Elon Musk after. And we just
bankrupt Twitter. Yeah.
All
We can have
Jeff Bezos.
the utopia that we've always. But I love the idea of like you can't use news.
Yeah, that's great.
You cannot because that's not what you're doing. It's Fox Lives. I mean, that's really what it is. Trouble.
Y'all know what yellow journalism is?
Yes,
I've heard that. Now, is that a racially charged term in 2023? Okay.
It's pretty much about like sensationalized news.
Yes,
and
journalism based on sensationalism and crude exaggeration.
Yes, indeed. I think that Fox is kind of continuing this culture of yellow journalism to drive their ratings.
100%.
And this just tells me why media literacy is crucial.
Teach on 100.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
bro. You feel me? It's like because people are watching Fox News believing that they're delivering them truth.
100%.
When really they're delivering them sensationalized lies.
Yes.
In order to get them to keep watching.
Yes.
To polarize them, give them an opinion to latch on to.
100%.
And if only they were literate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's deep because like it's wild. Obviously they're not going to report this on Fox News. So it's like how if you have a family member that is like, I know the thing was that people were doing, they were like going into their like elderly parents' homes and they were like making it to where like the cable blocks Fox News.
Wait, what? Who did
I
that?
disagree though.
They were putting like the little parental things in their parents'
That's
homes.
hilarious.
So they couldn't like get on Fox News, like it was blocked. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
funny.
But I mean, so what do you mean you disagree? You think they know? You think people know?
I think people know Fox is lying to them.
But they
it's
just like the lies.
giving them the pretext to have the ability to hate.
Tasty
You know
lies,
how like
yes.
Ben Shapiro intellectualized racism and bigotry and homophobia and transphobia with like the Debate Me Bro movement? I think Fox News was like, look, y'all don't like these people. We don't like these people.
Yeah.
And this is how we're going to get around you just being an outright bigot. And
But I mean, Miracle, they're like people are using this on Facebook. You don't think at some point that they you don't think they believe it?
I went to school with some of these.
I know,
folks.
but you don't think they believe it?
There is no way you can think that somebody hacked into an election server when you know all the people
Can I
who are
introduce
voting
you to 60% of
in
Pennsylvania?
they know that.
They know it's a lie.
They don't like the results, right?
100%.
So
yes.
if they can have a reason to not like the results or not respect the results, it happens. The same thing when Obama became president, you were always taught to respect the presidency, right? And then when Obama was in there, they were like,
yes.
Hussein, I will
yes.
not, and so
they start showing up with like hearses at the White House and going to the White House with guns, man. This shit was crazy.
What Fox News expanded on disrespecting the president.
They definitely did.
The traditional office.
Yeah.
So I think people like Fox for that, and I think that some people find comfort in having something to hate. It gives them motivation, to live.
I don't know.
Wow.
I think that's giving a lot of people too much intellectual credit.
I think that right. I would say, I agree.
Their information from Fox. They don't
fact
check. They don't go deeper than that to just say, "Oh, Fox said it, so
yeah,
it's true."
yeah. I agree.
I mean, yeah, I definitely think that a majority of people that follow that specific, doctrine are idiots.
I agree too. I
think like, you always say stop giving people so much credit. Yeah, I'm not giving them any credit. But I think they're really as dumb as they think.
But we've seen
they perceive.
No, I agree 100%. But we also have seen, like you said, Tucker Carlson, obviously Laura Ingraham, Sean Hannity. They knew they were lying. Like they knew that they were lying. They knew that they were pushing an agenda. They knew, and same with Rupert Murdoch. And they knew they were doing it for a reason to make money. I mean, you just seen Rupert Murdoch with Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? So you see a lot of the memes and different things. Elon Musk, he's pushing this for a reason, right? He doesn't believe a lot of this stuff, but he's trying to seed a certain thinking. And like you said, when you look at a lot of people that support Elon Musk or support the right wing, I don't see them as necessarily intellectual.
It's not about intellectual. It's about them having a reason to be able to hate and harm somebody else.
Yeah.
And they can blame that on Fox News. Like, you really thought that Hillary Clinton was out here kidnapping babies, drinking their blood, so she can become president of the United States? Like, come on.
And it's never like the same on the other side, right? Even though it's like it was just some GOP dude. It was like a GOP dude that just got busted for like funneling money, Russian money into Trump's campaign. Like literally this guy's going to jail. Or, we were talking about in Montana where the GOP was trying to prevent child marriage from having any type of limitations. Like I guess in Montana you can be married at any age. And so some Democrats in Montana were saying, hey, we want to pass this bill where like you have to have a parent's consent. And they were like, nah, we don't want no consent. These are Republicans, right? So, but it's like if a Democrat did that, he'd be like, oh, they're trying to kidnap all the children and da. So it is kind of weird. It is weird.
People, I don't know. I just don't think people are, I used to think people were good, like, as a default. Yeah. But I'm starting to realize like some people just are miserable and they want to hurt other folks.
Absolutely.
And they want to like try to like, I'm miserable. And it's kind of how a lot of times to me white supremacy functions, right? At least I'm not black, right? Like I may be all of these other things,
yes.
But at the end of the day, I'm still white. And so I can look down on or feel superior or hate somebody else, even though they might be in a better condition. But maybe, Miracle, maybe. We need a national divorce. Maybe. And this was a tweet a few days ago.
Can I please read this?
From Marjorie Taylor Greene. Yes, please read Marjorie Taylor Greene's tweet. This was on February 20th. Oh, this was yesterday. Okay. Yes.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene, who is I would say, her quotes are pretty much a common occurrence on this show.
Yes.
We love MTG quotes because... she just gives us great content. She said,
quote, I would separate her or substitute her name in the Sidney Powell.
Right.
She's insane.
Marjorie Taylor Greene said, "We need a national divorce," as if the divorce rate isn't high enough already.
Yeah, and she's going through a divorce
and
too.
She's going through a divorce, so it's
just
like put on boom. So we need to separate by red states and blue states and shrink the federal government. Everyone I talk to says this. From the sick and disgusting woke culture issues shoved down our throats to the Democrats' traitorous American last policies, we are done. Now, it's interesting that she uses the word traitorous because what she's suggesting is literally treason. It's secession. And the last time that happened, there was a war.
Civil War.
There was a whole entire war that followed that. So, Marjorie Taylor Greene, what you're calling for not only is an insurrection, but it is a war against the very Constitution that you swore to uphold.
Yes.
Make that make sense for me.
I obviously cannot make it make sense. I mean, but it's fascinating to me what white people can get away with saying, right?
Because when what was you saying yesterday?
If we said it, I'll give you an example, right?
Please do.
So,
cite your references.
So for instance, Elijah Muhammad,
the Honorable Elijah Muhammad,
one of the founders of the Nation of Islam. actually had a thing that said, for reparations. He's one of the first to talk about reparations nationally, right? And he said, like, we need these states. Like, we don't want, like, you to just give us money. We actually want these states. And of course, they put Elijah Muhammad in prison.
Right, yeah.
No, bro, don't pass go. You know what I'm saying? Go right into prison.
Take your black ass
so,
to
like,
jail.
when we're just think about, like, when we say it's something like reparations, we're looked at as crazy. We're looked at as radical, right? Despite the fact of, that, slavery and the institution of slavery and the money that they were generated from it built this country. And so, but it's like, but if you're white, you can say we need a divorce. You can say we need to separate. And it's like, there's nothing happens. Like, she's not going to get asked to leave Congress. She's not going to get prosecuted. I mean, she's on video saying, hey, yo, just leaving the Trump White House. Boy, we just had this meeting. January 6th is on and cracking. We're going to be out here. We're going to be taking over that. Like, she's literally on video saying this, hyped up. Nothing happened. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that the language she used was intentional? Divorce because she didn't want to say a secession. She did,
bro. I mean, at this point, she could say
anything.
She's talked about Jewish people having space lasers, and she's in Congress, bro.
Space Jews.
What is going on? Space lasers controlled by the Rothschilds to manipulate weather. Like, so, I mean, they're QAnon, all of this stuff. It's like, again, like I said, but it's wild to me during Black History Month that this white lady could talk about separation, right?
Push off, bucko, legendary separation.
You know what I'm saying? And it didn't even make a blip on it. Miracle?
This Black History Month really isn't hitting.
It's not hitting. It's not hitting.
It really
excuse me. You said Black History Month. What you really meant was a sick and disgusting woke culture month, Miracle. Is that what it's called? Oh my God. Shoved down our throats. I mean, do you have a remote control? Can't you decide what you want to watch or not watch?
But no, because everything's been infected by wokeism.
The woke mind virus.
Yeah, man.
The keep whatever America Open, PA Open, riots, mobs that happen made me realize that people will do whatever they can to not be nice to people.
Yeah.
And to not treat people with dignity and respect. This
100%.
whole anti-woke thing is just like you have to care about somebody else, and that is just like a bridge too far. So you were literally going to take out a gun and storm a Capitol because you can't just be nice. And I think it's hilarious that this is happening, and the fact that she literally can say a national divorce and no one's going to put her on the list, no one's going to interview her, the FBI is going to come knocking at her door, and she still gets to sit on like these councils and committees.
She's on like the Homeland Security Committee, and she's actually talking about like civil war.
That's terrifying.
What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, Miracle, if this is Putin, right? You know what I'm saying? If this is like Putin giving all of these crazy Republicans like money to kind of push this counter narrative, it's working.
Yeah.
I mean, it's working, man.
The fact that you could float that idea that a foreign government is influencing the Homeland Security Division of the North America, United States of America. I'm sorry, I forgot where I was for a moment. That's scary.
This ain't Canada, brother. Yeah. But look at this. I mean, like, and do I have my critiques of Biden and Harris? Of course.
We all do. Yeah, we all do.
But it's like right now, it's like unemployment is like the lowest it's been since like the 60s. Some crazy number. But it's like,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but you can't even like, it used to be like, okay, we're Republicans, we're Democrats. But you could say like, yo, that what you did right there, I respect that, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll give that to you. You doing the economy thing, right? It's not even... it's like everything Democrat is wrong. That's your whole policy. Like nothing they do, nothing right, nothing works. So now you got to be on Putin's side because Biden went to the Ukraine. So now it's like, wait, what? Now we riding with like the Russian government, but it's because, the Democrats are on this side. So we got to be on this side. And they, it's just, I don't know.
Interesting.
Where are we at, Trouble? What's the future?
So
what's your future going?
Is your future black, Trouble?
My future is black. But
yes, black when we divorce him, you with all the black people.
So I'm thinking about Marjorie, and I'm thinking about how one of the characteristics of white supremacy culture is qualified, right? How you have to be ultra qualified to even look at the room that you want to be in. If you're black, of course.
Yeah.
I'm starting to realize that this qualified shit doesn't work doesn't really like apply to certain people. Like someone like Marjorie can just be up here saying all this wild shit.
100%.
Clearly she doesn't qualify to be in the position that she's in.
100%.
Because she's white and because she's Republican, I feel like that's qualified enough.
100%. Yeah. Come on. You got blonde hair, and so you automatically have like a platform, and just like you said, and you can say the wildest things. And I mean, but Donald Trump started it, and now you have all of these things. But let me ask you, Miracle. I mean, you're from a red state. I mean, what do you think of?
I like how you did that.
As all
Georgia,
the majority of black and brown people
100%.
live in red states. Yes,
yeah. So
I'm
what?
gonna help you.
So what do you think about going to having Marjorie Taylor Greene as your supreme leader over your red state, your new anti-woke red states formation? How do you feel about that?
I feel that the New York Democrats were so upset that black and brown people were actually gaining power that they created a situation
that George
to push
Santos.
all these capitalists to win on the Democrat side. And the reason we're even having these conversations is because the New York Democrats refused to do what they were supposed to do and allowed gerrymandering, and we lost the congressional
I like how you did that. I like how you did that, man.
So instead of thinking about what is happening with bigots and idiots, we need to really think about the people who call themselves allies and figure out why they are so threatened by black and brown people taking power.
Well, apparently in one of these red states, Miracle, they were so threatened by black people taking power that they just said, we just gonna create a whole nother white government. Oh, y'all got a government over there?
Yo.
Oh, it's black people though. Oh, so we're gonna pass a law to elect a whole white government.
Literally apartheid.
And it, this is not just the South, but you talk about like black people in the South, right? And so you talk about Jackson, Mississippi, talk about, one of the blackest cities in America, but they created a white appointed court system in Mississippi. So a white supermajority from the Mississippi House voted to create a separate court system and expanded police force within the city of Jackson, the blackest city in America, that will be appointed completely by white state officials.
Isn't this separate but equal?
I mean...
Pretty much it is.
Yeah, like
1,000%.
This also
this is nuts.
Shows why it's very important to push back on the crime narratives and the crime hysteria that people were pushing. Even though a lot of crime rates were going down, particularly with violent crime, we saw on the news a lot of people pushing propaganda, and this is the result. We saw, even here in Pennsylvania, where they were trying to get rid of the district attorney, try to expand policing powers. A lot of these politicians have a long game strategy. Okay, we're going to whip up all of this fear. We're going to go back to mass incarceration.
Yeah.
And even when that works, we're going to look at places where black and brown people are building power.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go and supersede that and take it over. And that's what's happening in Jackson. They said, you got a black mayor. You got somebody who actually cares for the people.
100%.
Not only are we going to steal your water, poison your water, we're going to make sure you stay in these prisons.
Absolutely.
And so hopefully good things are coming to Mississippi with people investing and paying attention to Mississippi.
Yeah.
And hopefully a lot of these conservatives won't be there because they'll be voted out in the next year.
May I?
Absolutely.
I think that, so I don't ever like to tell anybody what they have to do with their opinions, right? You know what I mean? Everybody has them. But as someone who just recently came around to voting, and I'm starting to see like where the power of that lies, and how we always say all politics is local. It's been 125, 126 years since Plessy versus Ferguson. And how long was it since Roe versus Wade, and these things are getting overturned, and we still feeling like the ripples of it?
Yeah.
Like, this is the importance of paying attention to these local elections, seeing who your congressmen are, seeing who, your judges are, your elected officials that you can actually influence.
Yeah.
This shit is scary, man. Like, this is a very scary time, that the fact that we can, as black people, see ourselves corralled into a district lesser than in this modern day apartheid.
But it's kind of like they did vote, and that's the thing. And they voted for Chokwe Lumumba.
Right. Yeah.
They first voted for his father. They voted for Chokwe Jr. They voted for a conscious black man.
Yeah.
And so they voted for people to have a different idea when it comes to,
but
like
he's just the mayor,
said,
right?
Crime. Right. So, but at the same time, they voted for this, and then people from areas that are majority white, right?
Right.
And again, they create these areas, this be the thing where people be like, the whole system is guilty as hell. And this is where I start to get mad, because like, you'll tell us like, oh, all you have to do is just pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and if you get together and vote and do all the right things, that America will work. And so they did that. They got together. Yeah. They chose the person who they wanted to lead them. They chose somebody. These are the policies that they wanted to create. And here some white folks came in, and again, probably because they see these policies working to benefit a majority black city. We've seen it happen here in Pennsylvania, where they literally tried to, what's the word?
Recall.
Right. Impeach. They tried to impeach the DA Larry Krasner in Philadelphia. Again, somebody that people came together, they elected. He's doing good work in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? He's improving upon what was done before. He ran again. He won by even larger margin.
Right.
Even though they tried to throw all the propaganda at him. And so it's like, okay, well, we can't beat him. We can't get a worthy candidate that will challenge him and actually get the number of votes needed to beat him. So what are we going to do? We're going to try to cheat. Mm-hmm. We're going to try to create some policy where everybody can elect the DA but Philadelphia, right? And we're going to say, Philadelphia, we're going to appoint your DA. And it's like, wait, hold up, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was, we registered a vote, we come together, we put in the people we want in office. Now all of a sudden y'all like, oh, by the way, we're going to create something. So we're going to take over.
Was I mistaken? So is it the Congress people that are?
Yes.
Okay. So
it's the
that's more so what I was talking about.
The Mississippi House, right?
Right.
But what happens, Farouk, is they gerrymander these districts, right?
Right. Okay.
So they create these districts in a way where they always have a majority white people. They carve it out to where only a few black people are able to get into the House, and then they're able to just dictate this whole piece. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the thing where it's like, they're basically saying, fuck what you voted for in your city. They're basically saying, hey, yo, this is black people. They obviously don't know what the hell they doing.
Right.
They need us. And so like now the one majority white area in Jackson or near Jackson, oh, we gonna run that. You know what I'm saying? We want white people. We don't want, if you live in an area in the United States where, we don't have a majority black city, we have been able to come together and elect black officials. But if a white official got elected, you just had to suck it up, right?
Yeah.
We couldn't be like, hey, we want to get a black person to just, the black person's going to run our shit, right? You know what I'm saying? But to say like, now, if you're in downtown, the black judges don't even get to see the case.
It's nuts.
Man, this shit is nuts, man. This is crazy.
Is like, it's modern day apartheid.
It says the Mississippi Supreme Court would appoint 2 judges to oversee a new district within the city, one that includes all the city's majority white neighborhoods, among other areas, including the downtown. These are the wealthiest economic areas, right?
Imagine being called the black mayor. Like, that's what you are. You're the black mayor.
Yeah. The white state attorney general would appoint 4 prosecutors, a court clerk, and 4 public defenders in this new district. A white state public safety commissioner would oversee the expanded capital force run by a current. So like the police, you don't even like nothing black works over here.
This is exactly what Marjorie Taylor Greene is talking about.
This
is exactly it in practice.
This is it.
Yeah.
Yo, and it's like,
in case you were wondering, this is what it is in practice.
She probably hype. She probably
oh man,
super
she's celebrating. Man, she might go shit on the wall.
Well,
no.
I was not expecting that. Man.
Y'all so much.
Oh, man. Well, so I guess speaking of, Marjorie Taylor, because when you think about Marjorie Taylor Greene and January 6th, the Proud Boys, and I think it was Proud Boys members that were actually
this is so wild,
found guilty of like sedition, right?
Yes.
Well, we found out that the Proud Boys leader
he had some help. He had some help. Like that, who helped him?
The police, of course. Shane Leonard helped him. And it was wild because like this police officer was supposedly assigned to like watch them.
Oh, he watched, all right. He watched. He said, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I can only watch what you do with it.
Shane Leonard, a 22-year veteran of the D.C. police, a key witness to show there was no Proud Boy conspiracy to overthrow the government. Come to find out, he was suspended with pay and is under federal investigation for his contacts with the Proud Boys leader, Terrio.
Enrique.
Yes.
Ooh. Remember Terrio?
Oh, man.
And I still think it's hilarious that they've made this brown-skinned person the face of the Proud Boys.
It is hilarious, but and he one of the first people to go to jail too. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the first. He got arrested, I think, before January 6th. He couldn't even go, defecate on the wall. He couldn't even go do that. He don't even
know what's happening to him. How he was just a sacrificial lamb.
Yeah. Well, some of us, it's like we don't care. As long as we get some type of recognition, right?
Approval.
100%. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about the police?
I keep trying to tell y'all.
What?
The Nazis going to the brown and black countries, there are a lot of actual bigots.
Yeah.
Nazis who are like our complexion. It's the most wild thing.
One of them was a rapper from Chicago. Yeah, it's crazy.
I just be like, what the hell?
You know what the problem is, Miracle? It's because of the emasculation of black men.
If y'all would stop podcast and magazine covers emasculating our
because they're putting our black men on magazine covers in a submissive position.
They made A$AP Rocky walk behind Rihanna on a beach with his toes out, holding the baby in black leather pants. That's why the black man.
How dare he be a father?
How dare this nigga be present for some black children?
How dare he be behind Rihanna on a Rihanna cover? Like the cover was about Rihanna.
There's not a man in the world that doesn't want to be behind Rihanna.
He should be.
That's a good point.
Why do you have to go there? It's not even necessary to go there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it was it's a cover about. That's what I'm saying. It's a cover about Rihanna. It's like it's actually Rihanna.
It's her cover,
and it's actually like her saying like, I don't want to be in this by myself.
Right.
I actually want to show like my family. Like this is who is powering me to Rihanna's. I mean, no disrespect to A$AP. I mean, made some good raps. Rihanna is making history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In terms of what she's doing financially with her company.
Yes.
I believe she was the first artist to kind of go in this way. She's a billionaire.
Yeah.
She's making history. And so she wants to show like this is a part of my history, my family. I want my family on the cover. And like, come on, brothers, man.
Like we always talking about, there's no strong black family.
100%.
You have a strong black family.
And then right after the strong black family, we need to create generational wealth. They're doing that too.
It's like, you can't make these hoteps happy, man.
Damn, what is it? What was A$AP Rocky supposed? What's she supposed to? He's supposed to be on some throne, and she's supposed to be laid at her feet, holding the baby. Like, what the hell?
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
I hate Earth, man. I just hate it here.
It's like, but it goes back to that thing of like, kind of like what you said, Miracle. I mean, like we function. And a lot of it,
these are low vibrational comments.
It is internalized white supremacy because
break it down, Miracle.
A lot of people are thinking, if I just replicate what I think a healthy white family is, then I can have the power and the privilege and protection that I think white people have.
Yes,
Sharon,
so I will always
cook my rutabagas.
I will. What? You know what? And so, when it comes to masculinity, we also have to remember that a lot of times masculinity is fake. And as Bell Hooks
come on,
patriarchy harms all of us.
Yes.
Destroys all of us.
Yeah.
But ASAP should be taking care of his child. That is his child.
What's wrong with
Why
that?
can't he hold?
He can't hold a child.
Man,
it makes absolutely no sense that men are upset that a present man is being a father to his child.
It just doesn't. I don't get it. And I'm assuming these are the same people that were on Facebook last week saying water doesn't hydrate you. That are saying that.
Wait, what?
Yes. You missed that.
I don't understand. What hydrates you?
They
then?
were saying water doesn't hydrate you, but y'all not ready to have that conversation yet.
What hydrates you then?
I don't know, but there's literally what molecules make up water?
Hydrogen and oxygen.
Yeah.
And how do you spell hydrogen?
H.
And how do you spell hydrates? These are literally the same people that the earth is flat.
Muslim.
They watching Fox News.
They watching Fox. Like I hate.
But my thing is like, okay, and what I would have liked to ask the hotep crowd, like, so like you wouldn't. Like
ASAP ain't wearing no frankincense. He too busy. He too busy wearing Tom Ford. He ain't got this Egyptian musk on.
If you're holding a baby, you can't hold the 2 AKs necessary to defend your. But I'm just saying, like, if you engage a woman
on women, it is a knock on strong women. And for 100%. Me, again, I get it. I'm single, but I've always been of the mindset. Yeah. It is better to be wanted and desired than to be needed. And so I don't understand all this alpha male talk about you need to break down an independent woman. These women are too headstrong. Right. The passport bros, all this type of stuff.
Okay, so can you explain to me what a passport bro is? I don't get that.
Passport bro is basically someone who uses their passport and American citizenship to go abroad and basically take advantage of the severe wealth inequality.
Yeah.
Colonization.
Tourism.
It's like you can't, if like, it's like simping in Brazil might cost you $20, 20 American dollars. You know what I'm saying? And that's like a lot over there. You know what I'm saying? So I can take my passport, I can go over there.
The man from 90 Day Fiance.
No.
Yeah. I've never seen that.
Oh my God. It's amazing.
Older men. Yeah. Older men.
It's that. But the problem is, some black people, when they experience what they think white men do, they don't know how to keep it to themselves. Mm-hmm. So what was happening was these black men were going on social media and was like, look at all of these fine, exotic women I was able to have sex with because I gave them this money and it only cost whatever. And then governments got involved. And it was like, you got to go.
It was like no, nigga. But I wonder, like, okay, so you're telling me, like, you're not going to be with a Rihanna because she has more money than you?
Correct.
I'm going to say anecdotally.
Remember Andrew Tate was like, if my woman makes more than me, she has to give me her money because I'm the man.
Whoa.
That's ridiculous. So that's what it is.
That's called a pimp at that point, right? I mean, what are we talking about here?
But it's this whole idea of that, like,
that's weird, right?
Western women do not respect men's authority, and the whole reason we have wars and all imbalance in society is because women are too headstrong.
That's wild.
And feminism.
But it's like, what are you going to say? Hey, you that create that $1 billion company, get in there and make me some muffins. Like, she's creating a $1 billion company.
Out of order.
Hey, guess what?
Her vagina's facing the world on the cover. Did you not see it? It literally.
I seen the cover. Yeah, no, I broke
it down.
Yeah,
like it's this whole thing. Like they're apparently when you look straight onto the camera,
we're looking at her vagina coming right at us.
She's standing right there.
I like
right behind her. He's protecting her. He's holding her.
He got a 6. He watching her back.
I also want to know, like, which one of y'all niggas is gonna run up on Jonathan Major and say he's being emasculated,
right? Like.
And get knuckled down, like, you know what I'm saying?
All I know is all I know, bro. I like a successful, powerful woman. Me personally,
okay,
I like that. Right? I don't, and niggas will put me in the box of hyper masculine or whatever. Right?
I don't know, man. That sounds like some beta shit to me, bro.
Maybe, man. As I drink my LaCroix water, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Nah, I like a woman who can
You have been smelling like baby powder lately, brother. Have you been changing diapers?
I hate the way baby powder smells personally. But
have you been changing diapers on that?
But no, like, every relationship I've been in, the woman has made more money than me. the woman has been extremely successful.
Yeah.
And I love that. Like, I look at it as like, okay, this is dope. Like, I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? How could I be a part of your life?
Yeah. And it's a
it
weird,
doesn't intimidate me.
Well, I mean, I think it's like if you're secure in your own self.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you said. Like, if you're secure in who you are in your own self, why would somebody else being successul? That's like mad hater energy.
It's
like,
super
I have
hater.
to be the
How you
most
gonna hate on your
successful
wife?
in our house
Yeah.
because I'm the man, and that's such a weird vibe.
Yeah, certain gender norms are just a performance fro. You know
That's a fact, bro.
Like what if your daughter creates something and like blows up? Are
She
you gonna
gotta
be
give
like,
it to the husband. She gotta give it to the dad. Listen, I created you, baby. So I'm gonna need 60%.
yeah, it's just weird.
A lot of it is because of technology and also women
Technology meaning podcast mics.
no, but technology like infrastructure, all types of things, and rights that women have.
Right.
Men have to offer more to find a companion, and for some reason, there really wasn't outreach to men to be like, hey, this is how you can be a better partner. You know, like girls, you talk like, oh, you got to clean this. In the future, you'll have a husband. In the future, you'll have a husband.
Right.
Nobody at the same time was talking to men about in the future, you'll be a partner. So you got to do this.
Absolutely.
And so for men who felt like all they had to do was provide, well, now you can buy your own home. So, we don't need someone out here splitting trees. We don't need someone out here paving roads and streets and things, right? Now men don't know. Some men don't know what to do. And instead of just changing and adapting, they rather just like hate women and try to like force them to be with it.
It's interesting because I did see something, I think, where they were saying like, it wasn't until like 1974 that a woman could get like a credit card in her own name. That like only a man, so a bank. So like if you were tied economically to a man where you had to go through him to get the money. Right now, women, just like you said, you can call somebody to mow the lawn. Like, here's $20. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of that thing of like a man. But I mean, again, it's like, it goes back to what you said. Like, do you want to be wanted or desired, or do you want to be needed? Do you want to, like, a woman needs me and you need me? It's like, yo, you can get a gun license. I'm cool, bro. I got this dog and this gun. Like, I got protection. You know what I'm saying? But the idea that like that means I'm not needed and that's some breakup of the family, it's kind of wild. You know what I'm saying?
It's dark and dangerous times we live in.
Dark and dangerous times, man. Anywhere else that we want to go? I mean,
home. Off Earth, man. Just off Earth.
You don't
want
to
go back to space now?
I don't even want to go to space because Elon Musk is there.
Elon Musk is in space, messing it up,
man.
Let's talk about these the unemployment rate of sniffing dogs.
You know what? Well, okay, so
this is just big.
Do we want to go there or do we want to go again?
That makes my head hurt.
Do we want to go to? Let's go there. Let's go. It's just the logic of white people, right?
Yes.
That, like,
we can't
really
legalize marijuana because that will put drug sniffing dogs out of a job.
I mean, but really, it's like you just want to incarcerate black and brown people.
That's
you just
all it is. You don't give a damn about these dogs.
And it's really a thing.
Because if you did, you wouldn't be having them doing dangerous professions like this.
Not only that, but it's like you really just want, like, when you get into one of these positions, you can do illegal things because you have the position and the people in power, so you can get away with this bullshit. So it's just like, you don't want us to be able to get away with the shit. You can go smoke and they do all the drugs, all the type of shit that they want. And so, so this is, what's this man's name?
Minnesota State Senator John Jasinski.
This is his explanation for why he wants to continue to make marijuana illegal.
Of all that and retraining, what's going to cost our local law enforcement agencies who've done these dogs, who spent thousands and thousands of dollars on these dogs to get these dogs drug trained, and now they're going to have to be retired. That's a big issue. I was the mayor of Faribault and actually did a fundraising campaign to raise money to get a police dog, to have a drug dog, and now that money is going to go away because these dogs can't be used anymore given that. So there's a huge cost there. The police dog discussion of all that and retraining, what's going to cost our local law enforcement agencies who've done these dogs.
I think that's it, man.
I
don't. Miracle, do you have a comment on the police dogs?
Michael Jordan.
F them dogs.
No, but I think we're really also starting to understand how much money is predicated on incarcerating Black and brown people.
Yes.
And how many institutions really will go by the wayside if prisons do not continue. And it makes absolutely no sense. Of all the things people would have been arguing about, it's the drug sniffing dogs. The waste of the money, not the waste of Black lives that are put in.
No.
Because, I mean, you see, you get felony time or federal time for killing a police dog.
Oh, yes. That's a cop.
That is a police officer.
They treat that dog like a human officer. You was going to say something, Trouble?
Yeah, it's like, I've always had this view that certain white people respect animals more than they respect Black people.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And this just shows it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
fuck them incarcerated people.
Like this nigga cares more about the money that they spent on dogs.
Right.
Than the money that they're spending to incarcerate mass of Black people.
They don't care.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, they don't care that when they incarcerate us, we're out of a job.
Yep, no.
And then when we get out,
too bad nigger don't smoke marijuana.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't smoke the devil's lettuce.
I did want to get to in Miami, guys, after putting children in blackface for Black History Month. I mean, I just, like, and again, these are adults, right? They're
Are they?
And we know they watching Fox News.
As long as they weren't reading One Fish, Two Fish.
Oh my God. A daycare in Florida has apologized after painting children's faces black as a part of a lesson.
They put the babies in blackface and then took a picture and uploaded it to social media.
It said 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, nigga.
I was going to say blackfish.
Blackface?
No.
Oh my God.
That would have been too awkward. That would have been too whatever.
So one of the, it was a woman who's Black has since pulled her biracial children from 2 separate locations of the preschool. She said, quote, "I thought we would have more time before these sort of things, racism or microaggressions, would be experienced by our children." Remember, this is at the same time they're telling us we can't even teach race in the schools, right? No. In Florida, you can't teach race, but you can send your 2-year-old to preschool and have them come back with blackface on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
I've always wondered, like, when people do blackface and they see like other people of color, do they feel bad that they get the color wrong? Because like it doesn't make sense.
They don't see color.
Me.
Clearly, they don't see color.
It never made that much sense to me.
They said, this is what the statement from the school following the Black History Month incident. We want to let all our parents know that we met Friday afternoon with all teachers and staff. We went over several ethical and multicultural education points. I will teach them a class covering all necessary topics regarding U.S. history and multicultural
you can't
education.
Teach that. You can't teach that in Florida.
You may rest assured this will never happen again. And it's just like, I mean,
but it will,
come on, man.
Because you're not allowed.
Wait. Then they said the issue was already resolved and that 80% of the families were okay with how the matter was handled. I mean, come on, man.
How did you quantify that percentage?
Wild. It's funny that happens, but then the Black teacher who's being fired for making the students be political pawns because he was filming himself taking all the books away.
Oh yeah,
he was like, a book. What is that?
Yes,
you can't read that here. A dictionary of words. We gotta take that away.
Yes,
they're firing him and saying that is a political pawn.
Yeah,
but these people putting the students in blackface, that's okay.
Yeah. And they also said, it says there's a teacher a professor at a Florida Christian University, Palm Beach Atlantic University, who's been there for 20 years, might be fired because a parent said he was indoctrinating students with a class on racial justice.
Wow.
Said he's been teaching this class for 20 years. No, 12 years without incident. Now all of a sudden,
I'm tired.
They said he was, yeah.
This is why I hate Earth, man.
Yeah. But it's like he can be fired, or like you said, the guy who was showing the library with all the books missing can be fired. Mm-hmm. But you can put blackface on a child, and it's like, we taught him You can put Obama in a thing about monkeys, point out the monkey, and that's cool, like, right? And it's like, oh, we're just gonna teach them multi-ethnic. So it's terrible. Yeah, it's terrible. Anything else we want to touch on before we get up out of here?
Who's our Karen of the week?
We have a woman so racist.
She has mental health issues.
Oh, is that what? Obviously, I think every racist person has mental health issues, Miracle, in my opinion. But the fact that like black people shoveled her walk.
No,
I like my walkway white, like me.
She did, but remember when the
I like the snow.
But when the police showed up, they're like, she has mental health issues.
Oh, is that what
the
it
man
was?
was like, she threatened to kill us, and they're like, yeah, we know she's racist. We're sorry.
Did you want to play that? I don't know. Is there?
Yeah, I mean, I got it up. Yeah.
Is there audio that goes with that? Our Karen of the week.
Here she is, the snow shovel Karen.
You seriously mad because we cleaned off your sidewalk?
This is her putting the snow back on her sidewalk.
So you mad because we cleaned off your sidewalk?
Don't trespass that line.
Oh shit!
I don't need to.
We're helping you.
That's independent
you
women.
because we cleaned off your sidewalk.
IND.
We cleaned off your sidewalk. It's public sidewalk. We cleaned it off for you.
With jelly there.
Hey,
are you that upset?
What would Jesus do?
She said, "Call the cops."
If you're a real Christian, you have to be.
I don't know.
Call the police.
Did you just assume
So
her religion?
what are you calling the police for?
That's trespassing property.
Put them on speaker.
Trespassing.
This is a sidewalk. This is a
How
public
dare you?
sidewalk.
Should have hit her with snowballs.
How
man.
dare you do me a service, nigger?
I don't know if you own this home, but it's a public sidewalk.
I think that's enough, man. It's just
Y'all, she
called the police because the brothers had the nerve to show this.
She's done it before.
That is nuts,
She needs
man.
to be put. She needs help.
Yes, she needs
to be
help,
in a place
and
where she's away from people.
all of you racists need help. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, it's so many. With that being said, is that our book that you have next to you, Miracle?
I mean, I disagree with the title, but
I think we did that one already. Didn't we? Because you disagreed with the title the first time.
Oh.
But we'll share it. We'll share it again.
What's the book?
You and the hoteps disagree with the title. Black women by themselves? Is that that's that ASAP Rocky energy?
Where are the black men in this?
See what Jada Pinkett Smith did?
Oh man.
See what she did?
Oh my God.
Got niggas out here slapping people.
Lord have
ASAP
mercy.
Rocky walking behind with his toes out on the beach.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
Captain Marvel out here beating up people.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel's a woman. She's beating up men.
Oh, okay. Kang losing in Black History Month.
Kang losing during Black History Month. Man. Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
For what?
Sorry.
Is that like a new show or something?
No.
That's Ant-Man, Quantumania.
I didn't see it yet.
Yeah. All these woke superheroes, man.
That's why we need a national divorce, brother.
We need a national divorce.
Where do the hoteps go? Do they go to the red states with the anti-wokeness, or do they go to the blue states?
Here's a better question. Do the hoteps actually want to go to Africa?
No, man, they don't. I don't know. Maybe I guess
just want to stay downtown of every major city and yell at traffic.
And they could be the passport bros. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Oh, man.
It is so weird.
I went downtown last weekend and they were out,
yelled
right?
They yelled at you?
They don't talk to me at all. And
Okay.
But they had all of Liberty Avenue smelling like incense. And that's impressive because we was in the outside.
Yeah. That's not bad. Put your, you know what I mean? Give us some.
It smelled like a bonfire.
It's hilarious. Do we have any events coming up? Do we have anything that we want to announce coming up?
No.
Oh, yes, we do. Actually.
What?
Oh, no, actually.
No, not yet.
When you see this, I will be speaking. So you have a choice. You can either watch this show live or come to Carlo University.
I mean, technically, they're watching you speak right now.
That is true. They're like, you know what I mean? So either way, you win, right? It's a win.
That was very meta of you.
Teaching on Carlo I'm teaching at Carlo on Friday.
Hey. Oh,
I don't know if it's a public thing.
Oh, okay.
Some students about joy and resistance.
Oh, dope. Very cool.
Anti-Black world.
All right. Very cool. Is there anything else we got coming up?
Yes. The tickets have gone live.
Yes. Next Level Stanza.
Next Level Stanzas.
Yes.
Yes. March 11th. It's a Saturday. Make sure you go cop your tickets.
Get your tickets now.
Yes.
Before it's sold out.
Yeah, while you can.
12 of the top poets in Pittsburgh. We got live band, the DJ. Yep. It's going to be popping. Next Level Stanza.
Kelly Strayhorn Theater.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's it. Any final comments?
No.
I feel like we have something we're missing, but just because.
It's a lot. It's a lot we're missing.
But I did also want to point out that
Malcolm X.
It is Malcolm X.
Yeah, may he rest in power. Yeah.
But there was a Temple University officer murdered.
100%.
African American individual.
Yeah, may he rest in
and
peace.
He was shot by an 18-year-old white man who somehow managed not to be shot.
Yeah.
And
shock
so
and awe.
just remember, as we're talking about policing and violence, that this work is necessary to make all of our communities safer.
100%.
And it impacts all of our communities, so it's going to take all of us working together
absolutely
to get rid of violence.
100%. Yeah, that's a great point to make. Definitely, rest in peace to that officer. And like you said, creating a world where we don't need to be policed in that way
because we keep us safe.
Yeah, we keep ourselves safe. So that's powerful. Trouble?
I drifted. My mind was racing. I'll tell you what I was thinking about off the air.
Okay.
But never lose sight.
Never lose sight. Okay, cool. And you said no. All right. So with that being said, till next week. This week in White Supremacy. Peace, y'all.